All right. So more about the national divorce issue. Okay. All right. That urchin. There is a floating urchin. You could tell too. You could tell like when it's somebody who they're going to be like, oh hey, blah 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 blah, and you're like, yeah. And if you engage them, you activate the video game character, and you can't get out of the dialogue window forever. You're like, do you have things? You want to give me something? So it's human. It's human. So very human to need. It's so very human to be resentful that other people need and that you need and everybody wants. And it's divine. It's divine to be benevolent and to be provident, if that's really a descriptor. But to be the source of benefice, to be benevolent, that's above what humans are. But we try, and we try. And so, the national divorce came up in a column, and so of course the idea is, this is a beautiful term for a female writer to use because alimony. You know, that's because that's what divorce means. I get paid out. This fucker, you know, I'm not pretty anymore, and this fucker needs to give me money. And that is what that is the way that the liberals will approach it, like that they're owed something from all these horrible conservatives who've done me so wrong. And you know, now and what it is that you shame them with, no, you're traitors. It's just, you just don't even approach it like it. Sticks really nailed it. Like only like a day or so ago, Sticks and maybe even Tim Pool both nailed this. Is this a party that's just criminal? That is just sort of like a political party sort of wrapped around a criminal syndicate? Or not even wrapped around a criminal syndicate, but is it a political party that represents nothing but sort of two-bit thieves and various types of criminal syndicates that make money off these two-bit thieves? And really, that's like something now that does, I mean, it really does have to be asked. Like, is there almost anything that really the Democrats do that they say? Is there any policy that they say this, and when they do that, like and it's an improvement, you know, they've improved something, and I just have to say, like, this is an obvious no. I was there to watch the .com boom. They had no idea it was coming, or the .com bust. They had no idea it was coming. I still remember thinking clearly, I don't know what these people are making. One of my friends was working on something that was trying to organize media so that you could watch it streaming in your house and you could save it on a local server. Yes, that's what my friend was literally working on, something that eventually became like Netflix and became these services, you know. So I remember seeing this stuff, you know, walking into a place that was just an old-fashioned, you know, it was an old storefront office, barely put together, you know, people. You would see workstations that had no idea who was who, what was going on. It wasn't very organized. But they got it done, you know. They you know, so I got to see, though, then people talking about various, you know, solutions to this, solutions to that, and I had no idea what they were talking about. Like, why would you need that? And that's why. And then I met people who it's like, oh, you write HTML, but they were like barely able to wash themselves, and I was like, something's got me feeling like this ain't gonna last, and it didn't. And so that's why it's like I'm just getting this feeling now, this national divorce, that this is where now the Democrats get to act like they were just horribly victimized. And that's all they're going to do. They're going to just talk about that the right did all these horrible things, and they were insurrection, and they blah, 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 and all this stuff. And it's just going to be constant. And it will be for years. For years, they'll just talk about how the right wing victimizes them and is so cruel. And how could these people be like this? Why you be like that? The Crusaders, that's what it was. I was like, the Guardians? The Templars? No, the Crusaders. Oh yeah, Eric. And I did want to show again. One, let me recommend all of you this group, Yin Yin, because it's also a digital download. I've been listening to it digitally. But then I just want to make sure everybody saw that. Going to be playing that on New Year's. It's going to be fun times because I'm off Sunday. And I know that's something like New Year's, right? Where's my calendar? Oh, I have to buy a calendar. Rent is paid early. I like that. I like being that guy. He always paid his rent early. Yep. Yep, officer. He always paid his rent early. Anyway. Lenny from fucking Law and Order. Oh, come on, dude. The zipper works too well. There we go. So yeah, but that's what they're going to be claiming. That just the way that then it was, and it's going to be just like the way the effeminate lie, and then your father, what your father, and this is what he did, and this is why I had to divorce him, and then it's going to be everywhere there's Democrats, it's literally going to be a single mom country where everything is bastardy and broke and poor, and fucked up and trashy and low class, with people trying to act like they're high class because, well, I could spend money. I know I see people with fine things, and if I have money, I could also emulate them. But yeah, it's just gonna be sad just to see it's also, I'm fascinated on seeing what's going to happen. Just fascinated. All right. No, I already got my login reward. No. I'm going to log in my character and get my login reward. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's money and skill points today because it's a new character. Oh, I love my video game. All right. I love EVE Online. So I'm just having way too much fun. And now I'm starting to take all kinds of risks. I'll be sitting there and I'm like, whoa, dude, you are sitting at a safe point in low-sec Amatar. You're not even looking at D-Scan. You have just, because there's so few people in the Amatar region. It's like I finally saw one no forks given guy out there. And I'm like, no forks given out here? Well, I guess that makes sense, and it's like, and then there's this part of me going, oh no, please don't tell me the dock workers all live here. No, goddamn dock workers. But, it's so funny because the dock workers, the whole thing, only reason the dock workers issue even came up is because one of my old corporations used to get harshed by them. Yeah, I'll just put it that way. There was more to it. There was more going on our end that they didn't know about. But so anyway, but then I have to give it up to the dock workers because one time they looked at my kill report. They're like, okay, no, we're not potting you. No, you lost your ship. Don't know why you flew a T1 Omen out here and just started fucking around, not really paying attention, but apparently you didn't understand what flew into system, and that's why you got murked. And this guy's like, here, look these guys up. They'll teach you how to fight. They'll just give you ships. Just please learn how to fight. It's like, yeah, ouch, dude. But see, That's more. You see that's what you think of when you think of something that's really conservative. Like, you can't even scrap. Okay, no. This I'm gonna blow your ship up for the money, but potting you that's just not. There's nothing cool about that, like. No, you're not going to get much out of me potting you because you get potted all the time. Like, this is obviously, obviously, this isn't going to do anything for you. Um, you haven't won a single fight, and apparently you probably haven't done any damage to anybody either. So, yeah. So I was just thinking about some things. All right. Well, maybe talk to you guys tonight. Probably tomorrow. So let the wheels spin. I got this feeling something really fascinating is about to happen in the media, and I just gotta wait. All right, later.